Can't even fit in the frame. What is going on, guys? SargeantsTechTips. Welcome to another video on my channel. Now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the MEARSUN hearing aids. The exact model is the MEARSUN MESE100. These are MEARSUN bone conducting hearing aid. They're Bluetooth compatible. They have AI adaptive sound, do-it-yourself customizable fitting. They're waterproof and dual function for hearing aids. Looking at the listing, which if you guys want to buy these, there will be a link in the description below. There's actually a little remote, I want to say, for them, and they kind of just sit on the back of your neck, so this will be kind of interesting to look at. This is another hearing aid video, which is pretty cool, because I did do another video on hearing aids not too long ago. If you guys want to watch that, there will be a link up in the cards now. So let's just go ahead and open it up and take a look at them. Actually, before I do that, you guys just saw a sneak peek. Let's just talk about some of the stuff it can do. So it's got innovative technology. The bone-conducting hearing aids are the first to combine intelligent, self-adapting fitting with noise reduction, delivering a seamless hearing experience. Unlike traditional hearing aids, our devices are compatible with discrete, perfect for everyday use technology. It obviously has the bone conduction technology. We also have adaptive noise reduction, self-fitting device, so it like kind of self-fits to your ear, open ear wear, magnetic charging, Bluetooth headphones, so they can act as Bluetooth headphones. They have a 14-hour battery life, and they're IPX5 waterproof. That's not great, but that's better than some. And so what these actually do, these are going to be really weird. I did not realize what these do. So these basically sit next to your ear, and they vibrate to make sound. There's a lot of headphones out there that exist like this, so this will be kind of interesting. And I actually know someone who might have some interest in these. But basically, they just vibrate and go to your hearing, like your eardrums, instead of going, naturally into your ear, kind of like traditional hearing aids. So it would be kind of interesting. I've never actually messed with something like this, and I don't believe there's an app. So it looks like it's just a little controller, and if there is an app, we probably won't be taking a look at that in today's video. I'm not going to comment on a price, but if you guys want to check them out, there will be a link in the description below, and they are on sale for... It does not say, but they are on sale at the time of recording this video, so I would 100% recommend checking them out. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. Go ahead and open the box. You immediately get a carrying case, which is nice. You got some documentation in here, very light. Here is the remote. Okay, this is kind of neat. Does it come with batteries? MEARSUN, I would 100% not leave these in here, especially if it's going to sit in a warehouse, because these could corrode easily, but these are fine. So 100% do not recommend doing that. Otherwise, the remote feels pretty good. It's got a nice little button on here. Got your left and right. Get your power. It looks like it's already on, so those batteries are probably cooked. I'll probably have to put new batteries in them. But there is that. Is this actually dead? Yeah, MEARSUN, you can't have this on with the batteries in it. I would just include the batteries in a nice little plastic secured packaging like a lot of other companies do, just a heads up. But here's the actual documentation. You get a nice, like, kind of finished paper documentation. I can't read any of this. I don't speak Chinese, Japanese, or whatever that is. Then we got another one here. Looks like this is all in English, so it just tells you what you got. Your magnetic charging cable, that's probably in there. These are really cool, I'm not gonna lie. This is why I like looking at different tech, because this allows me to kind of see what's out there. And I don't look at hearing aids very often. This is my second time looking at them. So, but yeah, here is all the information. This is all the product parameters. So full on gain is about 40 decibels. Bluetooth version is gonna be 5.2. IPX5 waterproof, magnetic charging, 14 hours battery life. Maximum output force is 122 decibels if you're interested in that. The weight, they're about 35 grams. Battery capacity is about 200 milliamp hours, so not great, but pretty decent for hearing aids, I'd assume. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with hearing aids. But yeah, this just kind of gives you warnings and stuff, what to do, what not to do. So as far as the box, it's a very nice and welcoming unboxing. You just open it up and the product's right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the stuff we're not gonna be concerned about back in the box and put this off to the side. In terms of the actual hearing aids, I'm assuming they're in this carrying case. They are. So this is our magnetic charging cable. So it kind of just charges magnetically like some of those old Huawei watches, or new ones, I suppose. I'm assuming, oh, these feel nice. These are very premium feeling. But basically what you do is you just take your charging cable. I'm assuming it goes this way. Nope, it goes the other way. You just go like that, and then they'll charge. You just plug them in via USB. It does not come with an adapter, but that's A-okay. The nice thing is you can put your adapter and your charging cable in the same spot. So if you're at a hotel, you can easily take these with you. But so these are the actual hearing aids. Like I said, very good build quality. You got your volume up and down rocker, Nothing else in terms of buttons. This is going to be a little bit of a different experience. I've never messed with bone conducting headphones or earbuds, so this will be kind of neat experience. You could, in theory, use these as headphones, but I would honestly only buy them, especially due to their price, if you're hard of hearing in these, or if you want to help your grandparents out or your mother out or your father out and they have hard of hearing. This would be a really good product for them. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip the camera around. We'll turn it on. In terms of the actual functions of it, there's not a whole lot more to talk about. I basically explained it all because I'm looking at their website. You can actually turn your left and right ear up and down. Mainly that is because sometimes people have hard hearing in left or the right ear or vice versa, so that is nice. Okay, don't show my face very often, so mind the mess. No, it's not really messy, but... So I'm just going to put these on. Basically what you do is you kind of wrap it's so hard to like point to it, but you basically put this on the back of your head and then put these in front of your ear, and they're going to sit like this. They're going to sit directly in front of your actual ear, like hole junction. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and turn them on. I'm going to hold down the power button. Alrighty, so I went and put new batteries in it. Let's see if it works. There we go. It's working. It's in Chinese though. This is a really interesting product though, like especially when it comes with this little remote control. I don't know if they're on. I don't even know how to connect them, so I should probably look at the instructions. For someone who doesn't need hearing aids, I have okay hearing. Sometimes I don't, listen to my SO, but these are really decent for not being in-ear. And I did just review in-ear headphones, so if you want to see that, check the cards. But these are really weird. Okay, so I turned it down a little bit so I can actually hear myself talk. They don't really do much if you have them down, and the power button or the volume rocker does work. And they make a beep sound so you know it's up. The only thing I would have liked to see is that this was rechargeable. I see zero reason to make it batteries. Maybe it's more convenient for older folks, but I see zero reason to have this be batteries but have these charge. Doesn't really make much sense to me. I feel like they could have easily had a little Type-C port on this and they could have a nice, 500 milliamp hour battery, maybe even 1,000, so you get some more battery life out of it. It obviously doesn't take much, so it probably lasts days regardless of the battery size. I just really don't see a point in having AAA batteries in a device that could easily have integrated battery, which you could recharge over and over. I think that would be a better choice. So if I hold down the OK button, it does this weird pulling thing, which I can turn up and it'll make the sound. Oh, okay. So this is how you can kind of I'm assuming anyway, from my experience with hearing aids, which isn't much. Whatever this says, if someone actually knows this language, they can tell me. I think what that's supposed to do is it's supposed to allow you to kind of figure out what kind of hearing you have. So basically you have to turn it till you can just hear it, I think. I can actually hear myself talk without it being double. I can actually hear it through the hearing aids. And these are very interesting because they're not in my ear, as you can see. They're just sitting. Okay, so I completely set it for myself. It's interesting how it didn't do it in my right ear. Oh, that's way better. That's way better. If you actually adjust it to your hearing to see how you can hear, it's way better. Obviously, results may vary, seeming how I'm perfectly good of hearing. So, yeah, if you guys want to check this out, there's not really much else to talk about for me. I'm going to quickly just check the app out to see if it's actually worth showing. If it's not, then I'll just do the outro for this video. But I do want to thank MEARSUN for sponsoring this video. I'm sorry if I didn't get to everything, MEARSUN, but unfortunately, I'm not hard of hearing, and I can't figure this thing out. Even if I look at the instructions, I can't read that anyway. And the English instructions don't really tell me if there's anything else to do with this remote, which there might not be. All right, so I did get the app to work. I had to make an account. I don't really think you should make it so people are required to log in with their phone number. Maybe it's a verification thing, I don't know. So I basically just have to select the device, so I'm going to allow, and it already found MEARSUN. It's got the product ID, and the connection is successful. So yeah, like I said, there isn't much to the app, but it's there. Basically, this is the app. It's connected to the device. I can also balance the volume between my right and left ear. I'm going to put it in the middle. As you can see, it's in the middle. Turn the volume up and down. So yep, that works. It's a little loud and annoying, but it's working. You can also change the mode. So this is adaption if you want to filter out certain things. So we could start. Basically, this is what I was doing on the little product. Wow, why are you doing that, phone? That's what I was doing on the little product. I'm not going to do it again because it works. Basically, you just turn this up to what you hear. So, and then mine just brings you to your account page. You have adapter lists, so you can see all your lists. You got your settings. You got account and security, check for updates, all that fun stuff. There's about us, feedback. I'm not going to look into that. Like I said, not a whole lot going with the app. And for some reason at the top right, if you click this button, it disconnects products. So you got to go in, and reconnect, but it's not letting me reconnect. So there's that. So if you guys want to check this product out, there will be a link in the description. Thank you so much, MEARSUN, for sponsoring this video and allowing me to look at these awesome hearing aids. A little more to tweak. I would definitely look into replacing the remote control with a smaller unit that doesn't need all these batteries, because if you got rid of the batteries and just put a replacement battery, it'd be much smaller, easier to handle, and maybe add a little more functionality in it. Maybe allow it so you can actually turn the right and left up and down. It won't let me do that for some reason. I don't know why, but there's probably a reason for it. But yeah, if you guys want to check it out, link in the description. Thank you for watching my video on hearing aids once again. If you guys want to check the other one out, there should be one up in the cards. Thanks for watching. Peace out.